Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Topper, topper! Out, 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 out! Yo, Cheetah, let's go!
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Wide. Hey, high 7.
Now back to throw. Catch is made by Harry. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go.
Now Bell. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Le'Veon Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 8, read. Clear. Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Rebound. He's calling. 64, weak.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
22-jet bomber.
Now Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Kick 3. 218, chopper. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
2nd and 14. Complete to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That ball complete to Isabella. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Go, go. Check 99.
2nd and 11. Caught. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, Delta.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Hey. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8 read. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 37. Check 37. Topper. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Sam off. 26. Shoot. Get it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Lawrence. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On the set. Right there. 54 Mike. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 36.
Blue draw quarter. Bravo.
Army.
Go. Get it.
2nd and 10. Got a man open. That's Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, zoom. Yep. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right, 54. Here we go.
61. Matchbox lights.
Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
That's it, baby.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Check 43.
80 weapon.
Check 50.
Leo. Down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
They'll go again with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, check.
They look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
60 yards. Christian travel. Smooth.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
4-7's the mic, folks.
Hey, echo.
You get blocked.
He'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Get that quarterback.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Patriots, first down.
Break.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo.
54 is Mike.
Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Guys, pick it up.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
218, chop.
They'll go again to Jones. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You draw Porter.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, Jim.
61, match box. Ready?
This is Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
I got it. Mike's 5.
Go. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to Dorsett. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On first down, Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Looking to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Makes the score Packers 20, Patriots 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. A dump underneath to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now a first down carry by Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
We got 3.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Greystone, Travis.
Come on, D. Shit.
Hey, Delta.
Check.
Set, go.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see that.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked up by Josh Jones. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze